I am Richard Croll from Newstron, Kansas, which is just outside of Burlington, Kansas, and Burlington Methodist Church, I guess is the easiest way to put it. Being elected to go to Costa Rica was just an amazing experience and very eye-opening to what there is with the global church. And so I felt led to go that direction the first time around and wasn't really sure how that would manifest, if you will. Being new, not ever been to one of the conference or general conferences, it was just an amazing experience. But having been through it, I feel like I'm now better prepared. It's almost like it was scary to be in a room because consider what is going on. I mean, you were there for the global church. I mean, it's not just Richard, it's not Burlington Methodist Church, it's not the Heartland, it's the global church. And so one of the conversations I heard early on, and it goes to one of the later questions, but it's, well, who are we going to team up with? How are we going to vote? What are we going to, and I said, that's not what this is about. He said, this church is no longer down that avenue. This church is about everyone and about serving the Lord. So having been through it the first time and knowing what it's about, how things are going to, how we interact and how to communicate with everyone else, and not being scared to open my mouth to say, hey, that doesn't seem like the right thing to do. It just seems like the right time to go and be a delegate again. With a financing, well, not a financing background, a background in my current position, being elected, I know what it's like to represent people as, the county treasurer. So finance is kind of in my blood. I also do investments and I do insurance, which was probably the most beneficial at the last meeting because we were talking about different things in a way that it was going to affect all of the local churches. And they were saying, well, this is going to be put on you. And it's like, we can't do that. We cannot. We need to go down another avenue. And so with the people that were talking inside the ropes, which a lot of people don't understand what that is, but in the ropes is who's allowed to communicate. I said, I need to go ask somebody from outside the ropes to come in and explain where we're going. So I grabbed one of the actual global conference finance leaders and had him come in and explain how my thinking was probably the way we should go, and we should punt on keeping that with the local level and giving it to the global church to decide. So anyway, communication standpoint from perspective and experiences, I coach, I used to teach, and so I can communicate with darn near anyone. I can put things on different levels and get the idea across. So I have all kinds of background where you pick one, but I hope that I get to go back into finance again because it truly was an amazing time. This goes back to, is it really the Heartland Conference that I'll be representing, or am I representing the global church? So if there's anywhere where the Heartland Conference needs a little more benefit, then I'm more than happy to speak up and try to get things in our wheelhouse, in our realm. But for the most part, I'm a representative of the Heartland Conference, but I'm there for the global church. And so that's where the politics were in place with the old tribe, and people thinking, oh, who we're going to team up with? How can we, do the best for our group? Oh, we got to get, whatever. That's not what the global church is about at all. It truly is global. We're trying to grow this fledgling denomination, if you will, to be a global status. And you're seeing that overseas far more than we are here in the States. I mean, the fact that the Democratic Republic of Congo is now split up into 8 conferences, maybe even 10 by the time we get to the General Conference. Truly amazing that things are growing overseas so much more than they are here. But representing the Heartland Conference as best I can, but I'm really a representative of the global church. And so, it's all about God's will. what does he want for us? That's the best way I can say I'm going to represent. So to yeah, to grow globally, we really need to grow locally first and have stronger roots in our different areas. I mean, like if you look at the Heartland Conference, for instance, we probably have the biggest footprint in the States. So if we have a narrow base, how can we really grow globally? So we need the local growth first. We'll still be helping the other conferences around the world to grow as much as we can, but we'll be able to grow better if we can grow locally first. Rico was amazing. I mean, in 29 years of being in the Methodist Church, I have never experienced anything like it. The spirit was there. You go back to the politics of things and, oh, we've got the rope set up. You can only speak or you can only talk in a microphone and you can only do that if you're within the ropes. Well, they took the ropes down. I mean, how much more global do you need? I mean, it truly was amazing. So everybody could come to the altar. Everybody could come forward and worship. I mean, we started the day out with praise and worship, and nothing ever started on time because the spirit was there and the spirit was just feeding everybody. And so when you're so full of the Holy Spirit like that, it just everything went well. It was an amazing time. So to build on that foundation, it's not us. We can say, oh yeah, I'm going to do this, or we need to. There is no we, it is God. And the only we is, okay, God, what do you want us to do? We are listening. We have eyes to see what needs done. We need to listen to the Holy Spirit within us to build on the foundation that he just created. And it truly was an amazing base that he put there for us.
Yeah,
I wish everybody could experience what happened in Costa Rica. Amazing.